Well, hello, guys. Uh, yeah, it has been a day. I have been uh, trying my best to come up with the correct words for this. It has been quite the ride, to be honest. I thought that the City Opera Omnia was going to be around for a little bit longer. By a little bit, I was kind of hoping I was huffing on hopium that this game would stay around for at least another 4 years. But uh, you know, hopium does not always answer your questions. It doesn't always give you the things that you need or want. But here we are, uh, making a video on end of service for the City Opera Omnia. I'm not doing too well with this factor, to be honest. Um, my channel has been featured around this game for quite some time, and the crazy part is I can't think of how. It's just very, very hard to think of my channel without the City Opera Omnia. um, I have been playing the game since launch, and I've been around for from the beginning, and there were a lot of ups and downs with the game. There were a lot of back and forth with the game. There's been a lot of moments where it seemed like I was having tough times with running my favorite characters, especially running Kadaj as a character, but managed to keep him all the way through to the end. I'm very happy about that. Um, However, what I'm not happy about is the fact that there were a lot of communities that I've been a part of. There's a lot of people who have supported my runs or who have just come in and just talk to me either on Discord. They've asked me personal DM questions like how I could help them build team comps, what I can do to help them become better players, a lot of different things. Like the default community has got to be one of my favorite communities, even with all the chaos that kind of goes on in the background. um, I wouldn't have changed it for the world. There were a lot of content creators that I met along the way. Simply Lost being probably one of the best friends that I had along the way. Um, I will only say this once. I won't tell Lost this directly. He has to watch this to see this. But like, there's been a lot of content creators who I have spent a lot of time with, and who has either cheered me on with the Kadash Saga runs, having over 200 plus now. uh, who have inspired me to do better with my runs, or who inspired me to really, really get active in my runs, or ideally just to be a better overall person, just because of the fact that there was at the beginning of this, I wasn't very talkative, and I wasn't very. It took a lot for me to come out my shell. um, I'm a. I I have tough times with getting my words out, and I don't want to make this video too long, but I do want to talk about how the City Opera Omnia has changed my life a little bit more than anything else, because of the fact that I got a chance to flush out character development for a lot of my favorite characters, being able to bring new points of views to them, and to know that I've been here this entire time, and this, like, to be able to see Iroha be teamed up with Beatrix, and then to team up Beatrix along with Kadaj. There's so many things that the City of Opera Omnia did for me, that I would be very happy to continue to play this game forever if I could. But I think there's a weird person who said all good things that comes to an end. All good things must come to an end. However, I didn't expect this, and I didn't want it to end like this. I kind of thought that I would at least be able to get my hands on Rufus, or to be able to get my hands and actually put Kadaj with Angeal. I probably should have listened to Lost and made a JP account and actually did it myself versus helping other JP players out. I was living through people who needed help with JP stuff, and if they weren't sure about how characters worked or anything like that. Like, I had character knowledge about a lot of different things and prepared myself for every unit that came out on both global and JP side, but I just seeing the end like this, and to see that they gave us a lot of fights. Everybody can now be brought up to Force Enhanced 50. To know that everybody can, like, it's gonna, like, they're pretty much doing like one big hurrah. It's nice and all, but like, to know that February is gonna be pretty much right around the corner, I'm just not interested in being fake about it, or I'm not gonna say fake about it. Let me change that. To be, I don't want to have the feeling of dread as it gets closer and closer. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to say that my portion of contributing to like the defo content right now is going to be coming to an end. There are fights that are still in the game, and to be honest, I do want to run Kadash through them. However, it would only put an even bigger stain because it is Dare to Defy. You can only use a character once. It's like if I get them all the way to the absolute end, I could do that, and I think more than anything else, I'm proud of what I've done with them, and I'm proud of the Good Son series. The Good Son series has done a lot for me, and I'm very, very happy to have had his character story arc be shown here, and me being one of the many people who like to run them and who enjoy them. Now that speaks to the question of like what is going to happen with the channel. I'm not sure. I did not anticipate me dropping the City Opera Omnia like this, and I don't want to make the video any longer than what it has to be, but I will say this. There are other games that I'm very interested in. Genshin is probably another one of my absolute favorite games. It's because of two Archons mostly. One that doesn't know how to handle money, and the other one that is just completely aloof. She doesn't seem to understand how her own nation works, but she wants everything to be eternal. What can we say? But then there is Star Rail. I've been thoroughly enjoying that game too. Both Hoyoverse games, apparently. There are other games I'm interested in, but I'm kind of still working out how I want to implement those, because Display I enjoy, but the game is kind of not doing great, so I'm just gonna hold off on that. Then there is Arknights. I'm actually pretty. It's okay for the most part. It's just something I play as a pastime, so I would like to get some thoughts if there are things people are interested in seeing. Lost, I know, streams a lot of his stuff, and I was kind of debating on if I was going to be streaming stuff too. And there is other projects that I'm working on, but for the most part, I think I'm done playing Square Enix games for right now. It's just every single time I put like a little energy into Square Enix games, or just put a lot of put a lot of energy into them. I stopped playing 14. I'm fairly certain a lot of people have noticed that there's been like very, very dry portions of Final Fantasy 14 for me. Since the city is ending, I kind of, it's tough. It's just tough. Like I do play Brave Exvius, but I think I'm gonna stop that too. Uh, I just, uh, it's just been hard. Losing the City Opera Army is hard, man. And for those who've known me, like I've been playing again. I've been around since the beginning, but like 2023 has been a lot of loss for me. Um, and it's like I just I didn't want to lose another thing, and yesterday kind of put it in perspective for me. So it's like pretty much um, with a heavy heart, but I'm gonna keep going, and I'm gonna have a lot more fun with my friends. Hopefully, I can get Princess Anime to work with me on a couple of projects. I can get Simple Loft to work with me on a couple of projects. I want to get like a lot of the Defo community friends, or a lot of the content creators that I've met along the way. I would like to be able to get them into a lot more fun, and not just the content creators, but their communities too. There have been a lot of people who have met from a lot of content creators communities who I still speak to or I'll interact with, and I will help. But I'm very sorry, guys. I really wish that you wouldn't have to make this, but it is made now, and I have to make my peace with it. So, um, thank you guys very much for watching. Thank you guys very much for all the support for all things dealing with the Good Son series, or if you guys have been around from the Final Fantasy XIV series, or just being around me in particular. I cannot thank you guys enough. You guys are always fun. But for now, though, I'm gonna try to find another game that I would like to showcase on the channel besides Genshin and Star Rail. um, it's just gonna be, it's gonna take time. I'm not interested in playing Ever Crisis, but who knows? I not may take a peek, but until next time, guys. Please be safe. 2023 is not over yet, but we can always make a brand new year coming up in 2024, and I hope and pray that everybody gets the characters that they chase, the weapons that they want, or realistically just live better lives, guys. I really hope that for everyone. Until next time, okay? You guys take care. I'll be making something that won't be nearly as gut-wrenching as this one. Until next time, take care, guys.